Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get it. Good morning, DBK. Is the oh my goodness to the blood that has ensued overnight? Kind of since about midnight. Thinking that's what you're oh my goodness into, probably. Red, 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 yeah. Not too sure how much I'm gonna honestly trade today. We will see, I suppose. I do need to get out of here early today as well, so I have about an hour in the market today. Um, so we will see. Look at this. Um, style. Yeah, a lot of red here. Don't know how much I'm gonna really force anything. Like I said, I have an hour here in the market today. So if something presents itself, then I'll gladly look to take it. Otherwise, looks like a lot of the move may have been done here. We're already down over 1%. I still think we have more debt to the downside. I think this is like a good target here, 18,227. I'm just hoping we don't just dump it right now. But as of right now, everything is moving lower together. You have obviously NQ down, YM down, ES down, etc., etc., etc. So, gonna keep it light today, keep it brief. Like I said, I have to only have an hour in the market today. So, I'm not gonna force anything. If there's not any ops, I'm not gonna take anything. If there is good opportunity, then I'll strike where I see fit. But otherwise, the goal is probably just keep it simple, keep it small, um, and see what this day turns into. I don't really have a target to retest a short. Um, I mean, honestly, I would have liked this, heading into six. I was hoping we were going to kind of curl back up into this and then dump and get this move off of this, but that's already kind of happened. So I'm personally in no rush. We do have jolts, I believe, in 30 minutes, factory orders and job openings. Yeah. Then we have Fed Governor Bowman speaking at 10. So we will see. Mornings like this can be hard because I think it's obviously a clear downtrend or whatever coming into the open here. But at the end of the day, uh, that opening bell can instantly have some covering. As we're already seeing right now, we stopped going lower. So it's just a matter of um, how hard do we want to cover now, if we want to cover. Thought these were equal lows, but they're not. I don't think. No, they're not. So we got a slight sweep of this here. I'm gonna see where we opened up at. That was this candle. So that's the OP. It's opening print there. Good. I'm just gonna side on patience. If I had to pick a side, I would say it's probably downside, but I'm not convinced that we're not going to see some sort of hold here and maybe pop before we drop, or maybe not drop at all. So I just want to have the market reveal their hand first. Again, I do think the push down to here is possible, so that's still about 50 points, so there's room. It's just, do I want to be the first person to rush into the short at open the second we, you know, run into some stall out? There's something like this that maybe would get here, but then it's above opening print. I just don't love anything right now, I'll be honest. Like, I think if anything, it would have probably just been this, and I just don't think it's A plus by any means. I'm not here in the mood either to try to dip by this knife here. You can break a structure here. Let's see. We would want to push back up into this. A fake break of structure though might cause this to rip back up here, so we will see. I would have liked to see it not break back up and keep a decent sized FVG right here like this. Or it's not even FVG, not the right tool, but hold on. I would have liked for this wick to really kind of do this and then retest it and then fail. You gotta close back above here. I think maybe a long could be considered. But we need this close up here. And we don't get it, so. As of right now, taking that idea off the table, we did kind of get this nice sweep and recovery, so it does look like we want to push higher. Keep breaking these lows and then popping, breaking these lows and then popping. Broke this low and now popping, so it does look kind of trappy here. Feels like we could get some sort of recovery to the upside. It's a level to watch for as well. What up, JC? What up, man? Good morning, good morning. You weren't here yesterday. I was missing that energy from you. I was making sure my mic wasn't muted. So yeah, we got this close back above here now. I think we're probably gonna try to retest up here. I wouldn't be surprised. We will see though. This right here. It's pretty large. That down close candle. Yeah, it feels like we want to push up here. Maybe even all the way up to 08. It's kind of that gap we were talking about earlier on the, I guess it's on the 1 minute. This one right here. You see what I mean, guys? We got the close down here, fake break of structure, fake breakdown, and then this. It's honestly not a horrible long here either. You probably take this, try to take out these highs. We will see. Do we close this FEG or do we keep it open in the next 30 seconds to give us a potential area to trade against? We will see. And they just closed it. So you got these wicks above this opening print. I view these key levels that I have marked on my chart. So the black lines are like key levels. I view them the same way as I was illustrating with this blue line right here, right? Like any wick beyond it and then recovery begins the reversal model. And so we got another wick of it with a quick downset. Try and deliver down now. So we will see. Again, with this being the real target here, I do think some sort of sell side model could present itself. Nothing's really clean right now other than the wicks up here. Don't necessarily want that retest either, so again, just gonna side on patience here. Feels like we want to break down to this 27 level. This is a good call for the recovery back up here, but this failure at this opening print with these wicks is quite telling. We're getting a quick break here. If we don't get a break of this candle here, we may get some more upside here, but we don't. So it does look like this is the magnet. This is also where an area where I may look for a reversal too. So something like this potentially. If we get a breakdown here, we get a long model here, and we try to take it back up to here. We'll see. Although we are down 250 points, we're only down 1.3%. We have to remember this market can drop a lot farther than we think, especially when we're at the all-time highs. So, um, let's see. YM not at their lows. They kind of bounced early, but still below gold DMAs. ES at the lows and Q at the lows. So it's a full PT here. Boom. Still think we're going to break it again. I don't think the buy model can ensue until we break below this level. So if we do get a quick pop up here, I will look to take this short just because I do think we have to finish this mission. So in an ideal world, we do pop here and get some sort of like either rip back here or trickle back up to this point. Okay. Now we're going to break it. So still just going to be patient here. Yes, this is a quick wick, but pushing right into this FEG that we may have to try to close. And wow, what a nice push there from the bulls. Okay. We get some sort of model here. This might be an area to target for the upside. These three different levels. Those are at least the places that I'd be looking. Nice little pop right there so far. It was a quick wick, so I would have liked to see more of a purge or a break here, but we will see. So 17 minutes left until jolts. Delta not necessarily leaking per se. YM coming towards like a double bottom. Hard sell right there. Feels like we can get a little bit higher here. I'd prefer this FVG if anything. Just doesn't feel like a. I guess it's 20 points, but something like that maybe. But I still think that a push up here makes more sense. Trying to short this up here. Got this quick wick here though, where I said we could potentially turn around. So far, that is rang true. I would like this better up here. You also could then just target the lows for full PT. We made us reject here though. What the? Oh, MNQ is slightly different. That's why. I was wondering why these FEGs were off compared to this, but it's just slightly different. Up at 23. April, May, June. That was way off, I feel like. Or 23, maybe it was 53. 53. Hmm. Yeah, guess we got kind of close. Or no, this is the same FEG. Yeah, so this is the FEG I wanted to take up here at 53. Still getting these rejections with no close up here. What would have been ideal was a wick up here, get the entry, close back down, and still validate this FEG. So if we could get a close like right here, or at the very top of this FEG, and get the pop, that'd be ideal. So we got the close above it. We got to 51. I wanted the 53 entry. Pretty clean action right here so far as these wicks go. Didn't hit 53, but hit 51. Kind of an ideal world, you want to close back below this so that way this becomes invalid and then it's just this FVG, not this acting as support. Because technically now this has now been moved to a bullish IFVG, so you would want to see a close down here and then the retest up here, which is kind of what I'm waiting for now. So if we lose the bullish structure here, then it just opens up the gates for the better short. Still may be a while. It takes about 40 more seconds for this candle to close. 15 seconds. Let's see if we can get A little bit of a down candle here to close down here. And we don't. Even though it feels like the time is slightly off. I have a, well, you can't see it on the screen, but I have a timer up here that shows how many seconds are left in the candle. That it closed like 5 seconds before. Or not five, probably like 3. Ah, the timer's slightly off. That's what it is. By like 2 seconds. Again, I think we're going to see some chop here between these two zones. This is bullish. This is bearish. I do think we ultimately move lower here. Probably retest these lows, but I would like a close down here to invalidate the support. There we go. So now that that's been invalidated, any pushes up here now gives us the full clearance to kind of target this. Let's see. Again, I would like the 53 push. I may have to sacrifice a little bit. Let's see. 53 push is the most ideal too, because it's a break of this wick, and then we get the push up here, but no close. I'm gonna put my order just right there at 53
Order
for right now.
submitted.
Maybe these wicks are all we're gonna get, but I'm hoping we can get that pop. Hmm. Uh, damn. I'll take the order off here in a second or two if we do want to highlight this area right here as well. For this short to be valid, I don't want to see a break of this and then pop back. If we break this, I want to see it go lower. I don't want to see it break and then recover, because then that's not necessarily a good sign. In that case, this candle right here could act as support for a long. With basically my delta reading, that actually, yeah, I was gonna say that might have been a perfect entry. I'm taking off that
Order
short, by
canceled.
the way, guys. That's exactly what I didn't want to see for the long to set up. I should have put my order there. I was talking about it a second early. That should have been an absolute snipe. We should have had it right there at 32 and caught this like 12, 15 points with a knife catch. That would have been beautiful. I think we run these highs too. The way we broke this and then just recovered. We do have jolts in 7 minutes, so we'll see. At this point, likely just gonna display patience and not trade for the next 7 or so minutes. Wouldn't be surprised to see some upside out of here though. I wish I would have taken that shot. I was talking about how Delta looked like we wanted to do exactly that. Yeah, looks like we'll probably run on those highs. Do you still want to take that 53 short becomes the question. 'Cause technically, if you do get it up here, it is a same thing we got here, but up at the highs. So I might consider it if we break up into 53. Delta hasn't been looking too bearish though, honestly. I'll delete that in a second, but we're also about to push into a territory where it limits how long you can stay in the trade, considering we do have dues in 5 minutes and 10 seconds now. Still enough to catch a few points if you know if you want to do a quick scalp, but being really nice resistance right here so far. I've been stubborn looking for the 53, but we've gotten 50, 50 like one, two, three times. So interestingly enough, though, Delta doesn't look, at least at this moment, like it wants to necessarily roll. It looks like we're trying to accumulate down here at these lows with buyers. Um, Whether that's front running this news or just a relief off of such a huge sell, that can be kind of hard to tell, but it looks like, and here's the first time Delta's actually moving a little lower right now with it. Looks like we could be just accumulating down here. This Delta candle on this one right here is the first time we were actually seeing Delta move lower. All these other pushes lower, Delta was not doing much. Those equal lows? I don't think so. All right, let's see. We got news in. What do we got? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Finally got that close below this level too, so we will see. We've also exploded off this level a couple times, so it's gonna be interesting to see what Jolts does. Hopefully it doesn't ruin a setup. Hopefully it doesn't just dump us or rip us like crazy and then not really give us anything to play off of. That would be less than ideal, I would say. So at least from this range, we're setting up for like a trade. Again, Delta, from my reading, at least looks like we're trying to accumulate for a push higher. Very well could be wrong. Very well could be mistakenly seen as that just simply because we've dumped so hard and it's finally not dumping. But that's my kind of take on everything right now. Just had an order above the ask. Kind of interesting. A couple orders here above the ask. 28 and a 13 lot. Don't see that too often for NQ. I'd be interested to see if, depending on how this flow continues and how this reaction of data goes, but if we did see a break close above this, this turns into bullish support, and then we do something like that. It's possible. We do have about 5 seconds here. 2, 1. Jolts coming out. Let's see here. Moving lower. Delta's still not dumping though. It's reacting okay. There we go. Now it's dumping. Didn't want to react for a while. Huge wick. See where this wick wants to close here. I just realized that this should. What a recovery. Mm. I still liked this better. Trying to get a read on Delta here. There's a lot of selling also below the bid now. At the lows there was, which is interesting. Typically when that happens, that doesn't become the actual low. Generally speaking, if big money is selling right here, well, I guess it was at the lows of the time they were selling right here on the break of this. Generally speaking, big money's not going to get trapped. Generally. This thing. Um, just interesting though, because everything I'm seeing doesn't look like we want to break down. Looks like we want to recover, but people did sell at the lows, and I guess they could just be wrong, but still looking for something like this. We get this retest, I'm taking it. Need this close above here first. Ah, don't don't know if he'll give it to us now. Bearish FVG, but this turns into a bullish IFVG. Oh. This long right here, man, I'm telling you. That was more than 30 points. Cool. We'll see. If we get this, I would like to take it. Hopefully it doesn't just run away from us. Gonna be patient, try to get this entry. We also have this bullish FVG. Just turns this to a PBR technically. The thing I don't absolutely love about this trade anymore is that we hit this to like the cent perfectly and now getting some rejections. Delta looks like we want to go though. Been saying that this whole time over here. Delta did not want to drop. It dropped on this candle a little bit, but it actually recovered. It didn't even make new lows. So as obviously we broke this low here, Delta didn't even make a new low there. Delta's low on the day still came at 640. So this pushed lower. Delta since this point right here, this entire time was putting an uptrend in. Uh, Come on. Come down for us. Crazy though that we knew where we would turn around at some point around this level. It did take a little bit of manipulation on the news candle, but um, 52, 53 again would be like ideal.
Order submitted.
Order's out at 53 right now. I will say Delta did turn around a smidge there, but let's see if we can get this snipe of an entry. We got very close. Got a point away. Right here. We should get filled, right? No?
Order filled.
Alright, we are in. Let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Watching this closely here. Wanting to see if we get a close down here, then yeah, I'll be out. Watching for the close. Still got 10 or so seconds for the close. Wanting to see this level right here close, hold. Oof. Alright. It held, but now we're kind of rejecting the CE from the underside, which isn't ideal. We may be kind of wanting to come back down here, unfortunately. We'll see, though. Just going to kind of see this through. Still haven't gotten that close, so just going to chill with it for right now. It's pushing these lows, though, which obviously, like I said, isn't ideal. Feels like we want to get here. I was hoping I'd be able to get out at least for a small loss and then take the long down here. Let's see how this plays out. On that pop, we were down like, I don't know, 3 points. There's also a bearish FVG right here as well, so I just realized that turned into a bearish PBR. We get a close back above here, though. We should be in good standing. Oh my gosh, I just yanked my headphones down. Again, I probably should have just closed here, like I said, and tried to take the longs down here. We will see. Probably just gonna try to chill here. Remember, I do gotta get out of here early too, so I'm thinking of just kind of seeing this one through, seeing how it just kind of plays out here. I just don't love that we've now rejected this and we're kind of respecting it so well. Feels like we definitely want to get here and then we could bounce here. I just don't want to have to eat the draw down to here. Realistically, it's just not smart. But here we are. We're not getting the pops, and every time I get the pops, I'm not reducing risk. So this also looks like equal lows. So not quite. And that's what I didn't want to see. Let's see here.
Order submitted.
I'm trying to flip. Oh, Jesus.
Order canceled. Order filled.
I was trying to flip short there. Um, I still may look to try to do that here if we get this one more pop.
Order submitted.
Trying to flip short. It just will not, it would not fill me. Look at this wick and look where I put my order. Just didn't want to fill me.
Order canceled.
I am trying to flip short though. I feel like we are going to try to roll. Just such a manipulation lag. That sucks. Okay, I have to leave by 7:30, so again, I can still see this holding, but the way Delta's going, again, I want to be short. Sucks. I tried flipping there and instead took an extra loss. This all should have been profit. Huge fake out right to here, which is unfortunate because that was such a beautiful trade. The short. We had some opportunities there to flip short as well. I mean, right here, this whole time, this was a beautiful short with this bearish FVG, and I wanted to, just we never got to my average, and I should have just took the smaller loss, like I said, many times.
Order filled.
Oh, snap. I accidentally clicked the order thing. Okay, I'm short here. I really didn't mean to, but let's see. I was trying to click next to the chain. Let's see. I was gonna say if we don't break this level here soon, it's gonna get out. Yeah, 'cause that looks like some sort of soup potentially.
Order canceled.
I'm getting out right there just 'cause this looks like some sort of soup. And I actually, to be honest, guys, I might try to take this long here. I know, eh, shouldn't have actually really crossed right there.
Order submitted. Order
Trying the long.
filled.
I'm trying the long, guys.
Order canceled.
I just took that. Scalped a little bit around here. I do gotta go in like 5 minutes, so I'll probably just call it, even though I'm red and I don't want to be red. But it is what it is. Kind of annoying. I shouldn't have taken such a big loss here. I should have cut, and then I should have just took a small paper cut loss here. I knew we were going here. Sometimes days like this can be harder to navigate than they need to be. Either way, it's not the end of the world. I don't know. I was looking for the long here, and we got the explosion up, but we didn't get the continuation, which we really should have probably got. Just a little upset that, like, I shouldn't have taken this. Not on the news breakout. I think that's like probably the third time I've gotten got by that exact trade in the last like 3 weeks. So I just need to make sure I'm not taking that trade. The news candle is the fake out every single time. So just avoid that news chase. We waited for the pullback too to where we wanted. It was too late. We already hit a sell side entry. And you hit the sell side entry, and then we started to deliver down. Eh. Debating if I want to take this last effort at the long here.
Order submitted.
I tried sniping that right there.
Order filled. Order
No,
canceled.
what are you? No, what? Am I in a trade? Am I not in a trade? What's going on? I'm in the trade. Okay, that is horrible. I canceled it. That's why that thing came on. Is because I canceled that order. Let's see. Where's my average? Oh 08. I wish I had my ATM on. That's what bothers me.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order filled.
Oh, jeez, what's going on? You see these now? Cancel
Order
orders.
canceled.
Okay, I think. Okay. Alright, it's fine now. I think we're good now. But yeah, there was big buying down here. I feel like this might have been that flush that I was looking to try to long. This last wick, it's possible. But I am going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to be slightly red on the day. It is what it is. Action was kind of a little hard to read, but I was gonna say I'm gonna take this and just walk away and see if we can get this full move up, but might not be worth it. I really like this though. But all right, guys, I gotta go. I will. Dang it. I will catch you guys tomorrow. It's Wednesday tomorrow. This week's been weird. I don't even know what day it is half the time. Been super hectic. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Uh, it was an okay day, I guess. I'm not really too upset about it. Slightly red. It is what it is. Hoping to be green, but otherwise, I will see you guys all tomorrow. See you guys.